That
All
was fun.
right. So this is going to be a very, very, very quick discussion about one of my favorite places. This is a federal marketplace, but they're a middleman. It's called Unison Marketplace. They have partnerships with USDA, Department of Defense, all those new agencies that our great president. And as contractors, we're not allowed to talk down or about politics. So we're like the most neutral people that wear purple on the planet. Friendly, helpful service. We really don't care as long as we get the budget. But in here, it's even easier to get a green,
For us to
green.
use that, do we have to make our own account on that platform?
I know it sounds unreal, but since you're doing business as, okay, then once you fill out that W-9, it's basically a 1099, okay? And you'll be a consultant. This is all public knowledge. It's just they never put it on billboards. They want everybody to work in the restaurants at TGI Fridays or at somebody's desk and make all the money. Some people got to be workers and some people got to take risks. And you're a part of that 5%. At least I believe so. So this is public, Unison Marketplace, okay, .com. You can go to opportunities and you want to view all federal opportunities. This is the really exciting part when you get to deal with like top secret specs, building codes, all types of architectural different things. But I'm gonna make it easy. 5-step process, even for the even for the feds. Okay. Mini fridge. Okay. It is. They want a mini fridge. We got 205 hours to find a vendor to give us a quote for a mini fridge. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna click on the solicitation number, and they make it just too easy. A 5-year-old could do it. So there is no set aside restriction, meaning that we may have some competition, but a lot of people don't know about this site. Okay. As you slide down underneath the line items, you're going to see exactly what you need to implement that 5-step process. Copy paste this, okay, into into your browser or your search browser of your choice. Copy. We're going to go here. Paste. How you do that? Okay. Bam. Because the technology is just crazy these days. Middleman in the government is we can only, the bad part is there is a threshold. Okay, there's a bad part to this. Okay, because we don't want to become a pass-through entity because that is super illegal. So nobody claim any certifications that you do not have. So don't say, "Hey, I'm woman-owned. I'm a woman-owned business." You know what I mean? That's obvious. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm not going to walk around and say, "Oh, I'm a black-owned business." You know what I mean? We're not trying to get contracts based off of certifications. Um, I literally have a friend with $1 million card, and she just likes to talk on the phone, but she gives it all to me and lets me know what the real sauce is. I just want people to make shit easier on them because those people that work in those offices are leaving and retiring. All right. So, anyways, obviously we can get it off of Amazon. Let's make this easy. This is what you call off the shelf. Okay. There's your price. Red Queen, 6 quotes in. You got the sauce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All you got to do is just repeat this. But on here, you already got the number. All right. I'm going to show you one more time how easy it is. They also send updates to your email. Now, I'll give you a little bit of knowledge. On Unison Marketplace, you got to be a federal accredited company with state experience to even bid on these. So we're in a certain NAICS code. Davis Specialty Services. So it's a specialty trade, which covers everything. Okay. So we'll go back to opportunities, all opportunities. And this is what you want to do right here. To the left, you can filter it a little bit. They have hospitality and food services, construction and building. Supplies is my favorite. Furniture and furnishings is really easy. So let's just click on that. Okay. It's probably some school that wants, it's the mini fridge. Okay. So we'll go back. Let's see what kind of supplies, construction and building supplies they need.
Mini fridge.
Sapphire wafers for a laboratory. We can add that to our watch list. Now, these are the ones that you would really like to get with the high quantities. All right. I don't want to keep you too long because I definitely will keep going. But same thing, line items, copy and paste. All right. And at the bottom of this, I'm going to show you this. It should be right there. You asked for shipping and stuff like that. They make it so easy. Shipping information, Lexington, Massachusetts. Okay. And that's Unison Marketplace. If that piques your interest. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let me go back. Let me unshare my screen real quick so I could read this paper. Okay. Stop share. All right. This is a time for Q&A because we got 10 minutes left. Late night discussion.
Oh.
Live. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. You guys are still in here. All right, boss. Love y'all, man. That's cool. All right. So, any questions? Anybody? Somebody give me a really, really strong question about procurement or something that that they're thinking about. It's called imposter syndrome. Like how are we gonna do this? Like is this really gonna happen? Like, is there any questions that I can answer for you?
I do have one.
Yes.
So
Yes.
why does this solicitation even exist if the government knows where to get the company, like the company that we put into the Google search, if they know where to get this information, why aren't they, I guess?
Okay. Like why is it so easy? Like why don't they just do it themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the $1 million question of government contracting, and that's what my dad asks all the time. Back in, I don't know what the year exactly was, they decided to do away with all that grandfather and contract. My uncle had the contract, his daddy had the contract, and his daddy before him. And then they turned into Pepsi. And guess what Pepsi did? Turned into a huge entity that swallows up these small companies. And somebody stepped up and was like, hey, what about the little guys? Okay. So at some time and point, the government actually did something cool and created this small business set aside initiative. Okay. Which means that the government spends billions of dollars. Okay. On some sites, I haven't showed you all of them. I'm just sharpening your sword for you. I'm on 10 different sites every day. You know what I mean? Going at these. Anything over $10,000 has to go out for public procurement per farm. Now I can send you some of those.
Oh.